Yeah, and I think Iceman might have gone to the finals the last week. Someone feel free to correct me with that in chat if they want to. But Iceman was doing really well, I remember, and actually took out Replicant, which Replicant was like, I had this, but then Iceman showing what's what. Ooh, and has an interesting arm here with Nade and Siki.
These two characters are my worst nightmare.
Yeah, I mean, this could possibly be like, if you're on either end of these two, it's like one of the more frustrating matchups in the game because of their mobility.
This is gonna be like the dodgiest match. No one like it's gonna be so rare that either of them get a hit. It's just gonna be Dr. Coil dodges, Ribbon Girl jumps. It's
Yeah, and I was actually surprised to see that the first blood actually did come there from Iceman. I guess it's like, you don't actually see the Siki that much in play. You know, Siki, of course, having that automatic homing, and here we're going to see it.
My gosh.
Doesn't get the second part of it, though, so could have probably put EncinoMan on Magic Pixel, but only gets 240. Doesn't matter,
The only arm that has landed in this game so far is the Siki.
Oh, okay, that was super cool. EncinoMan trying to like catch Iceman in the air with the rush, just waiting, just poking around, doesn't get anything though. And I think that's gonna be, yeah.
That whole round, the only thing that hit was the Siki, other than the nade when it came in with the rush. That whole round went to the Siki.
Yeah, I mean, and it does have like such a different pacing than the other arms, because the Siki is one of those arms where the best place to hit it is just as it leaves the player, so that it explodes on themselves. But it's really hard to get that pace in, and especially with Ribbon Girl with the mobility, it's just like, oh, I'll just try to get the pace. Oh, where is she? Okay.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh my god. All right.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, gets the 370 damage. And EncinoMan, okay, gets the rush off now, though.
Only for 260, but very reliable to land. So,
yeah, it's still...
Yeah, it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, he's still not in the lead, but that's gotta feel good, at least, in this one. Okay. I think he's starting to figure out this Siki, though, a bit, but... I mean,
going double toaster is a wise choice to constantly knock it down.
Yeah, oh my god.
But two explosive arms in itself is just a nightmare.
Yeah, and
you knock down one, and in comes the other. It's either a knockdown or the Siki.
And Iceman, I feel that Iceman taking a convincing 2 rounds here, and as you said, when you
I feel attacked.
Yeah, when you have to avoid the Siki like that, it's like, oh, you can only focus, like, you get into the pattern of only focusing on the Siki, and then you forget that the grenade is even there, and you know, that's...
Definitely, you do just have to focus on it a lot because it is so deadly. I mean, it's either an explosion, a huge knockdown, or it's, you know, both arms disabled, easy grab. It's a very deadly arm, but at the same time, I don't personally use it because I end up getting my arms disabled more than I disable other people's.
Yeah.
Especially with a character like Min. If I ever dare put it on the dragon arm, I'm just gonna get blown up every like 5 seconds. It doesn't work.
Yeah, I have had those moments too, where it's like you see someone else do like kill you with the Siki, and then you're so tempted. I can do that, and then the next round is just like you explode yourself with your own rush, and then you're like, okay, I'll just quit ranked for tonight.
Yes, the rush. I always blow myself up with the rush too.
That's like I think that might be the most humiliating thing that you can do in ARMS, where because it's just like it's like the silent seconds, like the pause when you like both rush and the Siki just lands on the ground and you're like, ah, shit, and then just like die. It's like,
it's just like a mime. Yeah. It's like slow-mo embarrassment.
Oh yeah, I think I
so
saw that.
Bad.
What was that from? We're going to bust there for the second round, but yeah, I think it was like from the the Tank Girl movie is such a bad movie. Don't watch that. But I saw it's one of those when she just like steals a mine and then throws it at a soldier, and he just looks at it like, and so clearly just like, oh shit, and then he just like dies, and I'm like, oh, he sounded so like humiliated and not scared. I wonder what emotion
I totally get it.
Yeah, it's gonna take over. Okay, second time we're going to see Master Mummy today and tonight from EncinoMan.
Oh, interesting.
This time.
And with Guardian, maybe
Yeah.
that's to knock down the Seiki. Maybe we're going to see that on the left side.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not so sure about this, but I'm willing to hope
It's
for EncinoMan.
risky.
Yeah, and the Iceman going with double electricity here for the.
In my opinion, it would have been better to go with clapback, but
Yeah, we'll see what he has planned here. I think.
yeah, that's just me though, because I suck with the Guardian. I
Yeah,
can use clapback.
me too. I think another interesting part is the Scorpion is one of another arm
Yeah.
that's like never used, so you really tend to forget the timing of the Scorpion, but
Interestingly, one of the strongest sets. Oh, that rush is just awful.
yeah, I thought it was so close though that EncinoMan got hit by the last part, but doesn't even go for the.
I really do wish he had gone with clapback, because there's so many times where the clapback would have sent that Seiki back towards Iceman. But
Yeah.
unfortunately, it's just kind of with Ribbon Girl's movement when the Guardian's coming for her. It's kind of just jump out the way and send it out in a different direction.
Yeah, and in a brave attempt here, EncinoMan stays with that this setup. I was for sure expecting that it was going to be a change, but does decide to keep going with it and has the rush, looks for the opportunity, is not going to get that. Ribbon Girl just skips away.
Just skips away.
Yeah, I think, I mean, he is getting some hits now and then with the Scorpion, but okay.
465.
That's the big.
It's just annihilation, isn't it?
Yeah, and that's probably gonna be it here. Yep, decides to end it with an uncharged punch there again.
It's
Iceman,
unfortunate.
yeah, Iceman taking 4 rounds here in a row, very convincingly, and is going to look to move on in this winners bracket.
Iceman is such a strong Ribbon Girl. You have to give it to him. He's untouchable a lot
Yeah.
of the time. You know, I struggle against him a lot, but Encino really held his own.
Yeah,
Tried something different. It didn't work, but you know,
yeah.
it was working a bit better than the coil set.
Yeah, I mean, I always appreciate when players just try something new when they instead of just running into a wall again and again, because it's almost
Yeah, definitely.
that's almost like more sad when you just see a player just like not
Yeah.
giving up. I think I've seen. Oh, okay. That hit me harder than I thought it would, because I've been doing that in like what was it, 2 grand finals in a row in the Scandinavian tournament, because I only have
Yeah.
like one setup and I lost like 6-0 against Jetta, who is a Ruben girl,
Oh.
twice. So as I say that, I'm just like, oh, like, oh man, why did I do that to myself?